Yo, this is Young Lew, and you're listening to the Nightly Strange.
You're welcome to the Nightly Strange.
Welcome to the Nightly Strange, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, D-Mac Uno. Live and direct from my mom's basement. You serious? How's everybody doing today? Special guest host in the house, Young Lew in the building. Alright, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I've been good, just been chilling, you know.
Show off tops, man. Where you been at? We miss you.
Man, I've been being a hermit.
Why you been a hermit, man? Tell us what's going on.
Man, you know, I don't really talk about this much, but then I've been seeing like these young kids posting and like crazy, you know what I'm saying, depression, anxiety type of stuff. So It's like, I don't know. I've been going through that basically, and I've been trying to. I reached out to a couple of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just.
No, I feel you, man. Because it's like mental health and shit, bro. It's like we don't like to talk about that as men or especially as black men. But you know, it's crazy for me. It's like I have social anxiety. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like people are like, hey, let's go out to the bar, and I'll sit here nervous as fuck. Like I don't know why, but it's like I don't want to go out. I'm thinking everyone's gonna try to fight me. They're gonna be talking shit to me. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all this crazy shit. But then when I do finally like get the courage and I go out, everyone's like, oh, what up, D-Mac? I ain't seen you in a minute. Girls are like, oh, you're so cute. I'm like, check out a winter body. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm dressed, I'm built like a gummy bear, and they love it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, do you want to speak more about that? Because I mean, people do want to hear that.
I mean, shoot, it's just. I don't even know right now, cause it's like there's some I've been like ignoring type stuff. So it's like I'm the same way with you. Like the social anxiety and stuff. Like I don't go out to the bars or nothing like that no more.
I mean, we can't go now anyway. That's one thing I miss. I miss going to the bar and wishing I was at home. Yeah. Like, man, I hate this shit right now. Ooh, she got a fat ass. You know. I don't want to be here though. Let me go walk over by her. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, like I get depressed too, man. Sometimes, like I don't share that with people either, because you know it's crazy. You don't want to post it online and you don't want to share it with people, because if you do, you don't want them to look down on you.
That and like I'm not the when I seek attention, like I do it like with music and stuff. I don't want to be like that attention seeking, like whoa me, pity party type.
Oh, like the people online, they be like, I can't believe this happened to me. And you got 50 people, what's wrong? What's going on? Why didn't you just tell us? We want the juice. I want to see what's going on. I want to see that whole post where you misspelling words, you don't care. Fuck you, motherfucker. I hope you die by a goat. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening? We got audience today. Okay, cool, whatever. But yo, man, I mean, are you still making music?
I write all the time. I have hella songs done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jordy and Jinx, you know what I'm saying? They both got like a few of my songs. Me and Jordy got like a whole nother, is like Addicted Part 2. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think she's addicted. Hey.
Now, if most people can't see Lou right now, he's in here looking like baby Jesus with the curly hair and shit. You know what I'm saying? Got me jelly right now. My hair is turning gray. You know what I'm saying? And I got like 15 gray hairs. Yes, I count them daily. You know what I'm saying? I've been pulled 6 of them, but the rest of them keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like paternity tests and shit. Damn, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, hey, let me ask you this. Do you see a difference in when you was making the music into your life, how it is now from not being on the scene?
Man, honestly, that's another part that, you know, plays in me not wanting to come around so much, is because everybody's like, why aren't you doing it? You need to do this. Like, I don't think about all this every single day of my life. Yeah, you know?
But we miss you, man. We miss you on the scene.
No, I know it's
I've been in your inbox. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of times, like, yo, where you at? Hop on this song. Trying to give you words of inspiration. But I understand, man, like when anybody's going through stuff, sometimes people, they want that support from other people, and sometimes we just want to be left alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, like, it's like when I get sad, dude, I know I'm the only person that can make my own self happy. And then people around me don't like to be sad. They don't like to hang around me because I'll make them laugh real quick. Because I can't take that sad shit. It'll make me sick and shit. I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's crazy. But I mean, have you been listening to the local artists that are coming out now?
Here and there.
Nope.
I see a few. Man, what was it? I think his name is Young Dude. Mike or something. He made a music video or whatever. It was pretty dope.
His name Mike?
Something Mike.
Rap name Mike?
I think it's like something. I can't remember.
It's all good.
I don't know the kid like that. So and I only heard that one song.
Do you remember the song?
Nah, I don't. But it was something I scrolled past, and I seen that he was from Bremerton. And I was like, oh, dope. I think I shared it.
Well, there's a lot of new artists out of Bremerton. Like there's Sin. He's working with Keyz. There's Boogie Boy L. He's from Vegas, but he's up here. Axe is still going. Infamous is still going. Because most people don't know. We was making moves back then. A lot of moves, a lot of music, a lot of women.
Oh, shit.
There's so many artists out here, and it's so weird. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't people. I feel like Bremerton, as a whole, is just hater city.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can only get so. I always say that shit. You can only get so far in Bremerton with your music, and then people are just like, look, I know he's not gonna take me with him, so fuck him. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I'm not like a hater, oh fuck that motherfucker, but it's
why?
I just don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't show as much support as I should to everybody, you know what I'm saying, out here. But
fuck them, that's why.
It's not because I don't fuck with their shit or anything. It's just I barely listen to music. The only music I listen to is really beats. Yeah. Because that's my way of venting. I don't like talking to people. I like to write a song and then they can just think it's fake or a story written for a song. But half that stuff is just me venting.
Well, that's one thing too. It's a lot of artists get upset with other artists because they don't support them. But I'm like, bro, don't look at other artists to support you because that's not what you need. An artist, for me, I don't buy music. I'll stream it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna snitch on myself. The last album that I know CD that I bought was The Pack. What? And people be like, who's that? Exactly. It was The Pack. That was the last CD I bought. I'll stream music. You know what I'm saying? I used to be an internet pirate.
Yar.
You know what I'm saying? I can get anybody anything they want. I used to.
What y'all know about LimeWire?
Shoot, man. LimeWire, Pirate Bay. I can't tell you the new one. Actually, I can say it because I'm gonna bleep it out. It's yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bleep it out. I ain't nobody gonna hear that. They can't get on the hustle. But yeah, I used to be an internet. That's what I did for my money. You know what I'm saying? Because I was working a minimum wage job that was also taxing me to be in a union. What? So I was broke. That. Yeah, man, I was hella broke. So I was like, I was getting it. I was a DVD man. Yeah. But then the Fire Sticks came out. I knew it was time to quit. I can't compete with that. Yeah. I'm sitting here for 3 hours trying to burn movies and shit. And motherfuckers like, yo, look at my Fire Stick. You know what I'm saying?
$60 for anything you want.
Well, yeah, people would try to hustle me. I had a cool hustle. I was like, you can get 5 for 20. Or they're $5 a piece, you get 5 for 20. And I remember one dude came up to me one time and he was like, yo, how much can I get for $7? And I was like, look here, partner. I was like, for $7, I can sell you one movie and tell you the ending of another. Mm-hmm. He wasn't too happy about it, but he had 8 kids, so I don't give a fuck what he was thinking. You know what I'm saying? And that's the life of that.
Stop it. Get some help.
So there's no new artists out here that you listen to. Is there any artists that you like in the mainstream, or are you just still listening to beats?
Well, I don't know if it's a new artist. I don't know. There's a new dude out here. He be kicking it with Dice and them. He's rapping. He got a deep voice and he just fucking gasses shit.
Loco.
Yeah.
So I've known Young Loco. That's like my little brother.
I never heard his music before.
Yeah, man. He was.
That dude is crazy.
I love the fuck out of Young Loco, bro. He was me and him have been making music since the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I used to rap. I was a rapper, and he used to not rap, and I'm like, bro, rap with me, you know what I'm saying? Because we be sitting there doing ciphers and shit, and then we would start rapping, and he would just start spitting hot freestyles. Then I was like, fuck, I got
made for that shit.
Yeah, I gotta keep up with this guy. And then one day I was just like, fuck it, bro, you're better than me. He was like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now he's like, he has a team behind him. He's putting in effort. But yeah, he's always been ill. We made a whole album together, and we made that shit, and then I was doing my thing in Seattle. We had a show in front of 400 some odd people at some park. You know what I'm saying? We were the only hip hop act. And he was like, I gotta dip out of town and go chase my baby's mom and my daughter and shit. And I was like, respect, bro, I feel you know what I'm saying? But now that motherfucker's ill.
I got into life real quick.
I remember we was doing the bar exam the other day, and I was telling him that, we made this album called East Pack, and it's East Pacific Ocean. That was the group. Mm-hmm. And he said some shit on there. He's like, I smoke the blunt and get higher, Bruce Lee shit. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Just some old killer shit. But yeah,
my mind don't work like that.
No, you were watching the bar exam, right?
Oh yeah.
I get pretty drunk doing those. Pretty drunk. They got mad at me because I told them I was talking about this dude's song. He said, "Smack it up, flip it, rub it down," some shit like that. And I was like, that was some shit that some homeless dude would come out the alley with a trench coat and pop it open with a Speedo on and be like, he's missing the front teeth. And be like, "Smack it up, flip it, rub it down." Smelling like piss and Pringles. You know what I'm saying? Barbecue sauce. And so they had to cut us off after that and shit.
I was tuned in for that one. I was mad as hell at that song. That shit was crazy. Bro.
So how old are you now?
I'm 26.
26. So how have you ducked getting trapped by a woman?
My pull-out game strong as fuck.
Mine is weak. I have a terrible pull-out game. I am 0-3.
Nah, man, I be
probably 0-7, but I be ducking. That's why I don't want to be too famous. And we're like, why don't you want to be famous? Like, no. The 2 weeks later, you see me on more. I know he's the baby daddy. Look at the nose. Look at the eyes. Look at the chin.
I've been ducking that shit, bro. Like, strap.
Now, I remember before you was on the internet talking about you on the baby.
Man, I love kids. Like, I'm always with my nieces and nephews, and that. So the girls see that. So like, they're like.
Yeah, but that's different.
They
See,
want you to.
Those are little kids you can give back.
No,
you can be like, hey, nice little kid, shake him a little bit, give him some chocolate. Here, deuces.
I want a kid because I want a younger me. Because I'm just dope as fuck, and I just need to share the dopeness with the world.
Yeah. But you gotta get lucky, man. Like for me, I have 3 kids. I have 2 girls and 1 son. You know what I'm saying? So my girls came first. Yeah. And I'm happy my son came afterwards because he's younger, so they can bring their friends over and he can mac on them. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to have a son first and then a daughter because then his friends want to mac on your little sister and shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like for me, it's like I have little girls and now they like boys. And so for me to conquer that, I'd be like, look here, tell your little boyfriends this. Whatever they try to do with you, I'm gonna try to do with their mom. I will be like Ben Rames from Baby Boy. You wake up, I'm half naked with an apron on, like, yo, you want some eggs, homie? Some sausage? I am tired from last night. Woohoo! I told you what was gonna happen.
Got it!
I told you that shit.
Oh, man. Yeah, man, I just...
So since you slowed down on the music, man, has the flow of women slowed down? Have you seen the difference of how it was when you was making all these moves and making all this music and you was getting all this fame to right now?
Man, the funny thing is I don't even really talk to women no more. Like I just been avoiding them because just my anxiety, and I mean like I mac here and there, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to be in another relationship, so I'm just like in. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody wants.
Yeah.
But no.
I feel you, bro. Cause like for me, it's like I realized that I'm not the relationship type. I'm the guy that just can give you good conversation, tell corny jokes, and give you good dick. I've accepted my role in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am these days. It's like I've tried to be in a relationship, but I realize that I'm not toxic, but I attract toxic women.
Oh.
And that's what I like. But it's crazy because they're toxic as fuck, but it's good sex. And so it's like I'm lost. I'm like, this is good, but this might blow my car up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, I do both. You know how many times I've been woken up out of my sleep getting beat up or some shit.
Yo, that happened to me once. I met this girl. I had slept with her years before, and then I hooked back up with her years later. And I should have left her alone because I had her in my car, and I was like, hey, let's go back to my house. And she was like, look, I've been looking for you for years. I've missed you the whole time. But I'm going to go in this house and smoke meth instead of hang out with you. And I was like, cool, I'll see you next week, But then I got her back to the house, and, we do our thing, whatever. And then she's laying next to me, and she punches me in the face. And I said, why did you just hit me? She's like, hit me back. I said, why? She's like, to show me that you love me. I was like, put your clothes on.
Yo!
It's time to go. Like, I'll call you next week.
I love me a crazy woman, but goddamn, that's too much.
I used to like them crazy, but now no. I'm a grown man. Like I said, 15 gray hairs, bro. I'm 37. I can't do that. I can't have no girl where I'm sitting there at her house and she's listening to Jasmine Sullivan. I'll bust the windows out your car. Trying to give me a lap dance. No, pack up. No. Do it slow over there first. Like I can't do that. So, are you ready to get back into music, or are you still trying to hold off?
Man, I'm ready. Like I've been hitting people up, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to just figure out pricing and yada yada for different things, because I'm, I want to come back.
Yeah.
But then I think about it and I'm just like, man, I don't know if I want to find somebody to write for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I want to find a young nigga out here who's just going, but like
horrible.
No. But like it needs some help with writing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. That's my thing. I love to write songs, song structure, blah 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 blah. So I'm coming back into it.
You can always just find somebody. There's always somebody that's out there terrible. Like there's a song. What happened? What's going on here? Wait, hold on. We're having technical difficulties at the moment. Thanks for listening. And make sure you don't take any shit from the world. We'll be back on in a minute. But I mean, like, there was an artist. I remember when Future first came out. They had this one song by some guy that nobody remembers. It was called Racks on Racks on Racks. Do you remember that song? Racks on Racks on Racks. Nah, Roscoe Dash, he writes music. Just like you're trying to do right now. Roscoe Dash writes a whole bunch of songs. You don't hear from him anymore, but like he writes.
Racks. Yeah.
The song Racks on Racks on Racks.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It was a hit, but the thing was the artist that made the song, Future, wrote that whole song.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, he wrote that whole song, and so that's why you don't hear from the artist no more, but you hear from Future, because Future. Most people don't realize that he's part of the Dungeon family. So the Dungeon family is Goody Mob, Outkast, Cool Breeze, all them Southern rappers. So that's why people listen to Future. They like him. I don't really fuck with Future like that. Like, his music's not hitting for me.
March Madness. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, somebody did the bar exam and they had the March Madness beat, and I just got so disappointed. Like, I'm not. People, they shouldn't have me on there to critique music because you know what I'm saying? Because I'm an artist, but I love music too. But like, I don't want to, like, they kept playing, everyone uses the same hook these days. They put the auto-tune, I'm like, bro, like, I just heard this song 10 times before I got here. Like, I don't want to hear that same shit. Like, I like creativity, I like originality, you know what I'm saying? That's why I miss Young Lew making music. I understand though, bro, like, a lot of people don't like to talk about mental health and their own mental health, especially in our community, especially as men, because you don't want to look weak to other people, and then you don't want people to know your business, you don't want them to judge you. It's kind of weird how you can talk to a total stranger about how your life's going instead of the people that are closest to you, because that stranger's not going to judge you off top. He's not going to see you tomorrow and be like, oh, that nigga's a bitch. He was crying yesterday at the bus stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird stuff like that, man. Like for me, it's like I've always had like mental health issues, but I don't like to share them with people. But then like, I don't really give a fuck what anybody thinks now, because the older I get, the less I give a fuck what anybody says about me.
You need to
you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're a teenager, you're like, yeah, I'm trying to look fly and shit. Now I'm like, yeah, I'm a grown-ass man. I got a winter body. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can be skinny. Like, this dude Lou's skinny, and I can be talking to the same girl. I'll be like, look, girl, you can roll with him, or you can roll with me. You know I got pasta at the house. You know I'm eating right. You know what's going on. Look at the whip. You know, you want to see where it goes.
He gonna be throwing salt in my gun, like, you know he gonna make you throw up after you eat.
We're gonna need that for tomorrow. We're gonna make a lasagna with that shit. That's nasty.
Oh, hell no.
So how do you feel about the current state of hip-hop, though?
That's the thing, man. Like, so I hear all these songs, like, in passing. I don't really go out of my way to listen to anything like that.
Yeah.
But I've been hearing some heat. I think nowadays, now that everybody is okay with autotune, because remember, autotune was like looked down upon, blah blah blah. Well,
remember it was just T-Pain at first, but T-Pain fucked up because he thought Jay-Z was dissing him, and then he went after Jay-Z, and everybody dogged out T-Pain.
Right.
Yeah, but Jay-Z was giving him props because T-Pain had brought it back, but now everybody uses autotune. I got a song with autotune on it.
I mean, shit, like, Jinx will tell you, autotune is my motherfucking instrument, bro. I play that shit like the sax.
He's like, come here, girl.
But you know what I mean? Like, and the funny thing is, everybody thinks that autotune will just automatically make you a good fucking singer or something. And I'm just like, please come in here. I just want to just sing a tune real quick.
Yeah. No, I made a whole new album. I started singing on that, and then my homeboy made it look all nice, and I was like, damn, you made me sound like I could sing. So now I'm over here making R&B songs, like, oh, I'm about to get these draws. I can't wait. Everyone's like, you can't even perform that live. I'm like, hey, bro, nobody can perform that shit live. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know, you've been out of the loop for a minute, but have you seen the difference now since the COVID hit and people can't do shows?
What do you mean, like, as far as
just artists and stuff? Like, I feel bad the most for the artists that were about to blow, because there's a lot of artists that were about to blow, bro, and then the COVID hit, and like, you can't even make show money. Like, you can have a whole million plays on fucking YouTube, but you're only gonna get like $20,000. It's still good money, but you're not getting that 50,000 show money every night. You know what I'm saying?
Half those artists that were about to blow are no longer. They don't even have the chance anymore. You know what I mean? They're being cut off.
Yeah,
like, because somebody found somebody else who was just a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's all moving. It's moving so fast nowadays. Like before, it's like, oh, somebody just dropped an album, cool. You listen to 3 tracks, boom. Then you get to work. You got to do work for like 8 hours, and you come home like, oh, let me finish listening to this. Then you go to a house party and shit. But now it's like it's just the consumers are just eating it all up.
I was just thinking about that, and I think I watched something else about that. No, nobody's listening to music no more.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
they are, but it's like they're critiquing it. They wait for an album to drop, and they're like, yo, I didn't like this one. This was trash. I didn't like this song. It's like because
they're not doing it in their passing time. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like. You know, whenever you're driving, whenever you're cooking, cleaning, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But now, you're stuck inside half the time, so you might be listening to music, but then it's like, motherfuckers around you might not want to listen to that shit. So.
And you can't even have people around. Like I'm saying, everyone's, and they're sucking it in so quick. It's like, you know, you're listening to that whole album right then and there, and then people are like, yeah, because I'm on Twitter, man. Like, I'm on Facebook.
I need to get my Twitter game.
You gotta come back on Twitter, bro. Like, all this stuff. I remember you used to post on Facebook, and I was like, bro, you're out of pocket. You need to stop what you're doing. If someone's gonna bring this shit back on you. Now I'm just like, Lew needs to be on Twitter. Because all the shit you was saying, people would be like, oh, on Twitter, but that's cute. Let me show you this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a dude on Twitter, he's like, yo, I got suspended for calling a bitch a bitch. He's like, in 2012, I showed people how to cook crack on Twitter. And I was like, for real? So I'm going through his shit like, oh, he sure did. Whipping that shit up. Whipping it. You know?
Yeah, man, I've never been good at Twitter, like, this shit and talking about all the stupid shit I used to say on my Facebook, bro. Yeah. Oh, man, I was wild.
That shit was wild, but now it's like, you know, nowadays, like, you know, now you just gotta be like, fuck it. Who cares?
I ain't thinking about deleting my Facebook and making a new one. Because I'm just like, there's something that I said at 16. I don't want nobody to see.
There was some stuff on there. I was like, bro, I'd go to Doc. I was like, yo, he need to erase this right now. Right now. Like, how dare he? But it's crazy, bro. Like, it's fuck him. Fuck everybody. Who cares about anybody's opinion? Like, you know, my favorite saying, I used to watch Game of Thrones. You ever seen that show?
Oh, yeah.
My favorite quote I like to say is from Littlefinger. He's like, yo, we're ruled in a time of chaos. You know, anybody can rise from the ashes to rule. Yeah. And so that's how I look at it now. You know, say COVID hit, and most people are sitting on their hands not doing shit. But since COVID hit, bro, like, there's so much time for us to build our own platforms, start your music, get back online, because all people are doing is looking for fuck shit all day online. And if you can be the guy to fill that void, they're looking for it. I was watching some comedian last night. I can't remember his name, but he's ugly. It looks like one of those fish you see at the Chinese restaurants that be swimming around and shit. But he's hella funny. You know what I'm saying? And people, that's all people are looking for. So I think it's time for you to come back. Pull the mic out the stone, bro, and be like, fuck all you if you ain't fucking me.
Yeah, man. I've definitely been thinking about coming back. I just
don't you miss it?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm just having people, I don't know, think you're more than you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like used to treat me like fucking royalty,
bro. Like,
because they thought I was gonna blow up.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers always wanted me in, like, around. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on.
But it's weird. You talk about. You said it about Bremerton earlier. You know, and that's what it is, bro. It's like you could be a Bremerton rapper and no one gives a fuck about you. But as soon as they see you go to Seattle, Bellingham, Oregon, somewhere else, then they're like, whoa, he's making moves outside the city. Let me jump on his dick. You know? They're like, where are we going today, buddy? You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's weird like that. Like, for me, it's like, I was out here rapping for years, dude. And like, you know, I shit on a lot of rappers that were out here back then just to shit on them because they were better than me. But it's like, motherfuckers weren't fucking with me, bro. And then I went to Seattle, and then everybody was like, oh, let me fuck with you. But I fucked up because I let a bunch of people on my team that weren't doing shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they were just like watching me like, okay, well, you posted and I can use your dollar store fame to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I kind of stopped making music, but then I went back to it because music is therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? Like, music is a soundtrack to our lives, but we don't want to recognize that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could play Will Smith's Summertime, and you can think of whatever summer that shit was playing. Like, I don't understand why people hate Lil Bow Wow. I've said this shit on my show before. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lil Bow Wow raised a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Lil Bow Wow raised a lot of motherfuckers. You done gotten some terrible relationships because of Lil Bow Wow's music. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to listen to it. I think what's fucking wrong with Bow Wow, he won't grow a beard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's wrong with Bow Wow right now. Bow Wow grows a beard, everybody would understand, damn, I done grew up. But Bow Wow still looks like that same 12-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, where'd that little girl come from? His little daughter in there looking just like him and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I've been thinking about, like, and that's why I haven't came back yet. Like, I'm for real. This has been in the back of my mind. I'm like, I'm out of shape. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I can't take my shirt off on stage like I used to. I mean, I ain't.
Have you seen Gucci Man before he got physical fit?
Look, I ain't like. I need to get back on my motherfucking, running shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. I make music for the ladies. Fuck these niggas.
Fuck them all. That's what Tupac said too. Tupac, that was the greatest quote one of the greatest quotes I ever heard from Tupac. He said, "Don't make music for the dudes. Make it for the ladies. Because the ladies gonna play your music." And then the dudes gonna play it because they want to be down with the ladies.
Period.
That's why, what's his name? 2 Chainz made that album. He was like, yo, white girls love trap music.
Yo, you know how many people would randomly come up to me and be like, yo, I fucked a girl to your song. Like, nigga, what? Yeah, swear to God, bro. So this is the most random shit. Like, why did you feel the need to...
He was like, yo, I was stroking it. I was just like, yeah, spit that shit, Lou. Spit that shit.
I'm like, yo, like, when you fucking to people's music, it's like... It's all good, but like when you know them personally, just don't tell them.
Yeah, that's kind of awkward. Yo, homie, I was playing your track, number 3. I was smacking that shit.
Nigga, you was singing in my ear when I was in them cakes last night.
He across the room from you, looking at you, licking his lips, thinking about the chick.
Oh,
yeah, there goes Lou. Thinking about big booty Brenda.
I couldn't believe it, like. But it's happened multiple times, so it's like...
Well, that's like what's his name? Lil B, the rapper, bro. People be like, yo, Lil B, fuck my bitch.
That's what they, yeah. Please God, fuck my
bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, man, there's nobody you have issues out here with there, is there?
Nah, not really.
Nah, man, is there any artists out here that you know recently that you want to work with, that you heard recently?
I'm more than open.
What's your email?
My email is 2livelewmusic@gmail.com.
It's 2livelewmusic. Is that with a number 2 or spelled out 2? You gotta spell it.
Okay.
My listeners listen because we don't like to spell.
Okay.
If it wasn't for spell check, we wouldn't get coochie. All right, that's just what it is.
So number 2, and then live. Like live, L-I-V-E, and then Lew.
Crazy how live and live is the same word.
Oh yeah,
it's
Lew,
crazy.
L-E-W. Everybody always asks me that, not L-O-U.
You know what's crazy? It's crazy how honest and honor both have silent letters in it.
I didn't even think about that.
No one does. But honest and honor, you don't even pronounce the H's.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Stupid.
I hate the language. I hate language sometimes.
I don't even speak English. I call it dirty hip American. That's what I call it.
You know what I hate? I hate people who say washing machine.
What?
The washing. Like when they say wash, they say wash.
I ain't never heard it. Like for me, I say the same words. Like if you do magic or you play an instrument, the same. If I say the word, it sounds the same. So I'll be like, hey man, I'm a musician. What?
What?
You hear me? You know what I'm saying? It's that, and then I also don't use words I can't spell. Yeah. You know, like I said, I'm an old man. I've come to grips with myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't use words I can't spell. Indubitably.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
Yeah. Is there shots out? You still on Lines then, right?
Yeah, I already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I fuck them. Any shout outs you want to send to anybody?
They if I do end up putting my music out, that's who it's gonna come through. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Always. But shout outs. Fuck all them. I'm just playing. No, shout out Louis. You know what I'm saying? He back home.
Yeah, he sure is.
Shout out, just everybody working in bro.
You know what's crazy? Like, bro, every time I run into Louis, I'm just like, bro, whatever you're doing in the streets, I just like, I wish you would stop and just keep rapping.
He's nice.
He's nicer than nice, bro. Like, he could be, I don't even want to compare him to nobody else because he got his own style. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you hear Louis, when you hear him spit, bro, it's just like, yo, I feel that.
And he talking that shit.
He talking, and he lit that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What does the motherfucker say? He's like, I almost caught a case for putting a hater in his place. I said, bro, I feel that.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you gotta smack a motherfucker. Like I said I want salt on my fries.
You sound like a bitch.
Some salt.
Just can't take that shit.
Look.
No seasoning, motherfucker. It's like I'm on Bainbridge Island again. That's the worst place to eat, bro. Bainbridge Island. They don't put no seasoning on nothing. I done ate Chinese food, Mexican food, fucking fairy food. Ain't got salt on shit. Except for them bagels. Them bitches is delicious. delicious. It's like $5 though for a bagel. Got cream cheese in it, melted. I was eating that shit. I could feel my double chin shaking. Like, do it again.
You know they make them bagels, right? Of course.
It's like an organic bagel with organic cream cheese, but the shit, like I said, is $5. But I eat that shit in the morning, and I gotta have those little like dental floss things, or else that's why I'm glad we have masks now. Cause I can eat lunch, and if I don't have my dental floss, I'm like, drive around with my mask on. I'm like, oh, is that barbecue? Cool. Little late night snack, you know what I'm saying?
That's nasty.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck.
No, man, I just shaved, man, cause like, man, my fucking mustache was hanging over my lip. That's how long it had been.
Ooh, that's bad. That's homeless mustache.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I fucking every time I ate something, that shit would just be all up in there, man. I
got some cheese whiz on the side and shit. I saw one time I was at Fred Meyer, bro, and I saw this dude I used to hang out with. I'm not gonna say his name. He don't listen to the show, no way. I saw him at Fred Meyer, and he was like, and I turned, and he's holding up some sweatpants that are extra big with a sandwich in his hand, and his mustache looked like fucking fucking Snoopy's cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, them shits was down. It was so down, it was turning into the beard and shit. He's like, yo, you got $1? And I was like, no, I ain't got $1. So he just took the sandwich and put it inside his oversized sweat. He ended up getting arrested later on because he was at Jack in the Box, and the cop was harassing him, and he ran to Petco, and then the cop ran up on him, and he started beating the cop up. You know what I'm saying? And a pedestrian had to come and save the cop. But since he was on drugs, they kind of only gave him like a couple months. And then I saw him later, he was sober. He's like, what up, dude? I'm like, shit, man, your mustache ain't up no more. So, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. But I don't shave no more, bro. I realized that not shaving hides my double chin. So I look young and skinny still. You know what I'm saying? So I can still get women, because I'm old now, bro. I can't shave my beard. And I'm like, hey, girl, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm overweight. Like, that's why I don't dance in the club. Because I could be my own backup dancer, because half my body's over here and the rest is over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like a soccer goal in this bitch. You know? Goal! God. All right, man. Well, I'd like to thank Young Lew for coming through, man. I hope we gave you some inspiration. Yeah, totally, bro. I'm so glad you're back. Young Lew is back in the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, is there any shout outs that you want to send to anybody?
Like I said, everybody who's doing work in Bremerton, you know what I'm saying, keep it up. Like, I see y'all. And these motherfuckers in the back, my sister and her baby dad. These motherfuckers have been over there.
Over there waving like, me, motherfucker, me.
Yeah.
I know, motherfucker. I've been saying the whole show. Point a bitch out. They're twins.
My bad. I try not to look over there. She on some other shit.
We all on some other shit, bro. We in the middle of COVID, bro. Like, life was. I feel like we in Mad Max, but we still gotta pay bills and shit.
She get too excited when we let her out the house and shit.
That's how I feel.
Shit, nigga, my birthday next week, nigga. This is the only.
When's your birthday? December 7th. Make sure y'all send some gifts. Don't just send them birthday shout outs, because it shows up on your Facebook. You got a Cash App?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what's your Cash App? You have to spell that, ma'am.
BREANNAGLATT.
With the dollar symbol in the beginning. Well, once again, this is the Nightly Strange. I'd like to thank Young Lew for coming through.
Appreciate it, bro.
For sure. Hey, yo, we'll see y'all next week.
Right.
You're welcome to the Nightly Strange.
Thanks, God.